Let's get to this. Good day, folks. This is Kim Folks, Omar Hosea, or Hosea Omar. However you want to roll off your tip of your tongue. We're not here to rub knuckles. We're not here to make friends, let alone make enemies. But we will share with you some things that we've been talking about for a long time. We will share some things that we've been mentioning for a very good amount of time. Brother got on Facebook, made a video about him being pissed off about this fashion show. So I want to know what they talk about this fashion show. I haven't seen it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, right, we're going to put this fashion show on and see if we didn't mention something about that. So let's see what we can find out at. Fashion show. Let's type that in. Pass over see what comes up with that. Okay. 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 Let's see what's going on here. IC Passover 22 Atlanta. Okay, let's find out what's going on first. We ain't gonna say shit. We're gonna find out if this is from paradise to a paradise, or is this one funky. Let's find out if this is one funky or paradise to a paradise. So I don't want nobody's version of nothing. I want to see. Oh, we got Fashion Show 21. Let's see.
Boy, them a pre my crew. Watch everything we do. Hey boy, I'ma do me, do you. Easy, kill him with a brand new move.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no, Pippin.
Hey boy, I'ma do me, do you. Energy, kill him with a brand new move. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it, nice. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it, nice. Kill him with it, dance.
Ever fresh on me garments clean. Every feast stay the same routine.
Right, so sis,
Shalom, sir.
so the fashion show, let's talk about it. What you think about it? What's your thoughts? What's your feedback?
All praises. Oh my goodness, the fashion show was amazing. I mean, what we had out here tonight, you cannot find anywhere else in the stores. Custom made, handmade, right from Israel. Top notch. Can't be matched, can't be beat, can't be duplicated. It was amazing.
Hey boy, I'ma do me, do you. Energy, kill him with a brand new move. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it, nice. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it. Kill him with it, Uzi dance. Do to lose it, nice. Kill him with it, dance. Yeah man, me real excited. All of the crew united. Broski, high school mighty. Yeah, if you my kill vibes, don't invite it. Dirty mind can't stop till we shine. Hypocrite survive a little time. Haters must get declined. Check for yourself when you see the signs. Party over there, something.
Look at that very carefully. Look at this very carefully. And look at what I'm about to read you. Out of the book of Jasher. When it's anything bad or good, right or wrong, this or that. They say the fruit does not fall far from the tree. True? The fruit does not fall far from the tree. The fruit does not fall from the tree. At all. Now we're going to show you the fruit of this. Forgot to get my what you call it, brothers or folks on here, my Twitter folks. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Hey, these look alright though. Bullshit though, they alright. Oh, as I was saying, yeah, the one story, dude never mount up to shit. You know, man, I meet the nigga one day. I hit him, the side of his car, just fuck with him. He got all emotional, pulled off and shit. All right, man, fuck what's up with that? I don't fuck with him no more. I'm done with that. The other part was, no, I didn't buy these because they're Versace. I bought it because everybody had Gazelles, the old 1980s Gazelles. And I was going to get some Gazelles before they did all that. And Gazelles and Pierre Cardin, back in the day, someone else could always one of them. Pierre Cardin had this wire right here. And then they had a pair that had 2 wires, like, I mean, it was nice. You know what I mean? And then, you know, Gazelle had that with the gold going all the way around, but you still had the plastic in there. But it was thick. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, I don't want my shit that thick, because everybody got Gazelle as far as like the look. You know, I mean, not the look, but the design of it. And so when I see needs, I'm like, oh, I get the big look, because I can't see. I need to see. I don't need my periphery. I don't want looking like, I ain't Chinese. I'm not Mongolian. You know what I mean? I want to see some shit. I need my high beams on. I'm a deer in the head, like, trying to look. So anywho, right? So like when I see these, I'm like, oh yeah, this is me all day. I see this is what I like. And because the gold is all the way through around, it's in there, and the black part is like it's being held in by the gold. You know what I mean? So it's like you take these black things off and put another color in, or you know what I mean, whatever the case may be. Which you're not supposed to do that. So you ever get a pair like these, don't pop it off. It don't supposed to come out like that. So I bought them because of the thickness too, because it'll break off. I mean, because I break a lot of glasses, man. And because they made the latch, they made this is why I bought it. Well, keep it 100, because I don't want nobody saying, "Oh, you fucking hypocrite," because you no, shut the fuck up. I bought them for this particular reason. The handle right here, this part here, for me, they always break. Always, especially when they get that little plastic shit right there. See, that little plastic shit, that's gonna break. I mean, that shit break like that. You know what I mean? I just threw away like 4 pair of glasses like that, man. Like, I got glasses all over the place. But this little fuck shit right there breaks. You know what I mean? And so that's why I had to get these. That's why I got these Versace's, because everybody else's break. Except for Pierre Cardin and Gazelle. They're pretty durable. And so I didn't want my shit broke. Alright. What we got here? I'm sharing my screen. Okay. We're sharing the screen. Alright, we're sharing the screen. Good day, Facebook folks. Hopefully somebody here came up by that time. Hopefully somebody checking it out. Where we at here? Let me get my Twitter back up. And so, that because these Versace's and all that weird ass shit people buy shit for, you know, I'm buying them for what I wanted them for, and that's why I decided to buy them. Some people say, well, why does it care? Why do you care? Because one, we promote here at Dapper's.com. Me, myself, Jose Omar. One, first 10 commandments. We don't put no God before the Most High Yah. You know what I mean? But also, if there's a necessity, and if you can get the best of the necessities, if you can get the best of the necessities, cool. But if you're getting the best to flaunt and be a peacock and be something that you're not, then we highly recommend it that you don't. You know, that's the conscious contact with yourself and the Creator. It's like, hey, I really need this, but I like these, and I really like this for that reason. and you get blessed and you get them. You know, cause I ain't gonna hold you. I did not know I was about to spend. I was spending $300 just for some lenses. You know what I mean? Just for some lenses was $300. We ain't got you the fact is the frames. I ain't said the frames wasn't the hurt piece. You know what I mean? The frames was not what everybody thinking when they look like. When the lady seen my glasses, she's like, "Oh, that's expensive." I'm like, "Well, okay." I'm not gonna say shit. I come in and get some lenses popping my shit, cause somebody stole my last ones. Not my last glasses like these, but I had some nice ones. Matter of fact, there's a video where y'all see me my new black ones, man. Somebody stole them, kept them. Knew they wasn't theirs, man, and wouldn't give them back. So I said, you know what? I got these ones. I can't. I like these. I like the lenses. I like the glasses. This is actually what I want. I'm gonna be mindful of what's not getting these. And that's just not gonna happen. All right. We type this in and get back to what we was talking about from Paradise to. App number 5. From Paradise to Paradise. App number 5. What's up? Good day, good day, good day. Something here came across my attention. Let me go ahead and start this. Mic is on. Good day, good day, good day. Episode 5 of From Paradise to a Pair of Dice. This is your host, Jose Omar. Saying what's up, good day, and happy hustle. Happy hustle, happy hustle, happy hustle. And we hope that your word is born, where you can get it on the muscle. You know, sometimes we say we give it on credit or consignment, don't necessarily mean you have to pay it back. Sometimes we just give it to you to see what you're gonna do with it. Make every moment count. Make every moment count. So what we got here today, Kim folks, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, eggs and eggnogs, tadpoles and frogs. I know that part was cool. I got you. All right, now we got here. Let me shoot a clip. Let me just shoot something here. What we're looking at.
Hey man, this fashion show, man, hey, top notch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the sisters in this body, man, they got a lot of talent.
Okay. And what we're listening to is a fella. I can't say my brother. I don't know this guy. It's written somewhere. It says, "My brothers and my sisters, and my father and my mother, do the will of our spiritual father." And somewhere it says, "Honor thy mother and thy father," be it spiritual or physical. Got that? That's a given. We okay with that? Ouch. We okay with that? We are okay with that. But it says, "My brothers, my father does the will of my father." And if your father is the spirit of the Most High, then that's a beautiful thing. And if your earthly father has the spirit of the Most High, that is a double portion of beautiful. The Mother Earth needs the Most High. She knows that. So when your physical mother knows she needs the Most High and her man, that's a wonderful thing. when the woman knows these things, and when the man knows these things, when the children know these things, and when the community knows these things, this is a wonderful thing. What's up, by guy? What's that? What's that say? My glasses. By gay. I'm noticing getting a lot of you guys on my page, but that's cool. That's cool. But let's understand this. You're more than welcome. Please believe me. You're more than welcome. But don't get but don't get in your emotions when we're talking about the truth. Okay? This is not personal against me against you or you against me, which is I hope not. Nobody told you they love you today. I love you. You know what I mean? So it's not about bashing anybody's religion or anybody's whatever. But if the shoe fit, own up to it and be proud that, hey, this is what I do. And keep going on with it. Be the fucking best at it. This is what the fuck I do. You know what I mean, kinfolk? So we glad that you're here. You know what I mean? But it's gonna fuck your life up. I'll just let you know. It's gonna hold heavy on your heart. For the fact, for me, as me being my brother's keeper, I'm to share with you about the sin. Not because the sin is in you. I'm here to tell you about the sin that is in you, and then you work that shit out. You know what I mean? It's like people want to tell you, oh, God don't like this and God don't like that. Well, okay. Well, give me a chance to work that shit out then, nigga. Give me a chance to work that shit out, nigga. Give me a chance. If you're telling me that God don't like this and that, okay, I'm gonna go research and try it out, and let me work that shit out. But on the same foot, when I chill with you, God hate that shit, nigga. We suggest you start working that shit out now. You told me what God don't like, I say, okay, I'm gonna work it out. But I'm gonna tell you what God hate. And you should be getting busy on working that shit out now. So by God, it's gonna fuck your day up, man. This is gonna cause you to either stop praying or change. After this epi here for paradise to a pair of dice, literally, this is what we talk about. This is what we're talking about. Literally. This is what we're talking about. Literally. Let's share this thing real quick. Oh, damn. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Tweet that up. Wow. Okay, we go. Set it up. I mean, but yeah, you gonna either stop praying and tell the world you hate God, or change what the fuck you doing. Flat out. That's that. Here at WHERETHE.com, Jose Omar, my name says in ancient Aramaic, from the beginning of time till this time. And since time is our friend, we'll keep up with our friends because they're responsible. So I know time is going to reveal all things. He's supposed to. We know truth is strong by itself. It don't need me. That's a given. The Most High don't need me to lie for him or try to boost him up in any other way than what he's already poured in me or poured in you or in us. That's covered. So in all love, we're on the same spiritual page, on the same spiritual mission. For God to bless us as individuals and as a group, that we may learn to serve him better and not ourselves. And so this is not an attack on anybody. at all. You know, nobody have a heaven or hell to put you in, and I damn sure don't have one to put you in, and you ain't got one to put me in. Now you can make shit rough, you can make shit uncomfortable, maybe, yeah. You know, you say some shit, send a nigga, you know, throw some shit, whatever, yeah. Be a little rough, but ultimately the Most High has this final say so. So we're gonna talk about this elephant once again that's in the fucking Black African American, Hebrew, Israelite, Islam, Buddhist, Christian, Baptist, Protestant. Here's who divided you, man. Here's who divided you. Here's who your Masons again, and your ISIS again, and your sororities, and your fraternities. Okay, this is the same philosophy. And isn't that ironic that the IUIC Dallas Passover 2021, everybody's talking about 2022. So we want to talk about the back-to-back defilement of what the Passover really meant. I, for one, partially because we're in captivity, I pray every day, all day. I talk to myself every day, all day. Whether you listen or not, I don't know. But that's the Passover right there, being a Hebrew. Being a Hebrew is a Passover in itself. You pass over for being disobedient and being ratchet and being having fashion shows and da-da-da. See, you passed over from Yah. You had the intentions of being with Yah, but now you passed over to the world. The mixing shit. Do not add to my word and do not take away from the motherfucker. And just like clockwork, that's why the name is Israel. Remember who told you that? Remember who said a while back, those who've been following us? We said Israel means the motherfuckers who wrestle with God. We showed you in the last video. We did 3 hours of this shit. Well over 12 hours of this shit. And all I seen was maybe like 6 views. But when the truth come up, oh yeah, I was the first to that. Stop fucking lying. You scan through my shit, da-da-da-da, and now you see it happen. Now you want to jump on it because mine's only show 4 or 5 views, while yours shows 500 or something. Now you want to look like you the motherfuckers that put that shit up in the air like that and told the people to watch for it. You know who you is. Twitter, tag. Hey, they know who they is on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. They know exactly who they is. What the fuck? Oh, that's this one. Oh, shit. Oh, that's the ringtone. Oh, what's wrong with my phone? Damn, my buddy always chime in when I'm making a video. But, yeah, y'all know who y'all is, man. So, once again, let's look at the Black Mason Network. Alright, we're going to look at the Black Mason Network. Twitter. You have to listen to it. Your family will Twitch over here. What's up, Jay? Happy hustle. But this is the Black Mason. Remember I told y'all, I said, the beginning of the Hebrew Muslim. We put out there Mason and my son, and my son and our son. Then we put out there the Mason and the Touchers. Yeah, the ones that be falling on our sisters and on the children and on our polygamy shit with that lustful shit. That's about to come out. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, that's why Tyler Perry made that motherfucking movie called Ruthless. These are still the gangsters, man. These are these same people I'm about to read to you out of the book of Jasher, chapter 5. Get your ink pens, get your pencils and papers ready to jot down some notes. And I'm going to read this as clear as I can. And I'm hoping that we don't get into a whole 2-hour thing, but in order for y'all to be able to use it as a reference, I can't give you a short kindergarten version. I have to give you the adult version. And you'll have to chew that hour, 2-hour thing up for simple, for not simple things, for those people. Alright? So, this is the IUIC Passover 2021. So that means it's a whole year that's been people who've been congregated or rounded up. Alright, listen to this.
We gotta keep this thing going, man. Like, I really enjoyed myself. I was part of the fashion show.
So for the family, I'ma go get her. Say you want a wife, but you don't have no job. Little boy, them still a bed wetter. Boy, them a my crew. Watch everything we do. Hey boy, I'ma do me, do you. Easy, kill him with a brand new move. Kill him with it. Boy, them a my crew. My crew.
It is real.
With it, Uzi dance. Do to music, nice. Kill him with it dance. Yeah man, me real excited. All of the crew united. Broski, high school, mighty. If you my kill vibes, don't invite it. Don't be mind.
Okay. Now, to keep it one thou wow. Really? Keep one thou wow? Keep it one funky? If I was going to a particular event or whatever, I would rock something from there. I would. I really would. I really would. I might have to put my own little taste to it also too, but I really would. But now here's the thing about the timing and all this. The timing. This is not the timing for that. For example, I'm trying to go out here. I'm trying to get a truck to go hire some from our brothers and sisters out in the streets. Alright? That's going to take timing. Alright? The Most High might not want me to do that. People say something about Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is watching his children get slaughtered. That's the trouble. And here comes the slaughter with these black nations. Let's find another one. Let's go to that thing real quick. And then we'll read something. They're reminding us of Babylon. Alright. Let's see for this one now. That's the old one. Where's the new one? Okay. Here's the new one. Just
after a noisy wait.
Okay. Here we go.
Bear with me.
What the?
Bear with me. Con.
Fam. Twitter, tag, Facebook, YouTube. These magicians, I took this shit serious. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front. I've always taken this shit serious, family. I've always taken this shit serious. But you would think, I gotta put this up here. I got to stand up. You would think, right, after all these years of niggas being brainwashed with new religions, you would think a motherfucker would have caught on by now, man. Come on. Oh my gosh, man. Come on, man. I thought the outfits was for the guys on the streets. No, really, I'm thinking, really, this is how dumb I am. This is how fucking dumb I am. I'm king dumb shit. That's why I tell y'all, don't follow me. Listen to the words and investigate shit. Alright? I don't follow these guys. I don't even investigate them for real. Alright, what's up, Voodoo Queen? You just chimed in right on time. Your people's got on motherfucking fur capes on and shit. Superman done went fur on a nigga. You know, put some that ain't part of the magical game, is it? Put on fur and fly in the sky and shit. What the hell is this? But nonetheless, they got us to wear bow ties to church. They got us to wear the itchy ass suits to church. The plastic ass dress shoes to church. They even got niggas looking for rabbit eggs. Picture that. Picture that. They even got niggas looking for rabbit eggs. They got niggas waiting for some fat cracker to come down the chimney with his cracker whip, thinking your chocolate chip cookies and milk are gonna keep you from getting your ass whooped still. Santa, cracker, we got some cookies and milk. I've been a good boy this year. Santa Claus. Seems like Christmas come early for some niggas. The state of Israel and folks is going out shopping. I.e., I didn't go out shopping like I said. I didn't buy these to look fresh. I mean, I did buy them because, you know, this is part of my character. You know what I mean? I did buy them because this is like, you know, I read a lot. I study. I'm using them for a purpose. I'm using them for a purpose. Now, if they made these glasses exactly like these is, exactly, with the exact same material, I would have bought it from them. Matter of fact, I'd have bought it from you. And then I don't care who bought them and who made them. Don't care, I need them. But we're going to share, we're going to read some stuff to you out of the book of Jasher. They're going to read some stuff to you out of the book of Inertia. So this is going to be like a small reading session. And we want you to look at the Passover fashion show for 2022 in Dallas compared to the fashion show, I don't know if they're in Dallas again, but 22. So every year, this group or this cult is getting bigger, which is okay. What's also even more beautiful is that only 144,000 as the numbers dictate, can make it. Now, where do those people get those 144,000 and say God gave it to them, some angel gave it to them? I'm not the one who's going to dispute that. Shit. God forbid I'll find myself fighting with the will of the Most High and thinking I'm doing just the opposite. So let's pray that we're not doing that. So Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless this video. We ask that we do not say anything contrary to your divine will. We ask that you will bless this video, that you may be glorified, that we may heal and know what not to do. Because even in the times and days of Moses and when the other prophets, they asked if there was just 10, would you hold back? And you agreed. So we ask for that same thing, and we can find more that would come to you. Will you hold off? And that's our prayer today, Father. By the power of the Holy Spirit, we come to the prophet before midnight to me. We say thank you. Good day. Everybody told you guys we love you. In fact, I'm glad that we're not 250,000 strong on here. I'm glad that we don't have millions of followers on here or all that. I'm glad, because then I can't hide. Fuck that. I like being in the shadows. I like it like this. So maybe it's a blessing that I'm just now catching on. That if somebody else is using this with the limelight, then it's better them to be the target than not me. That's what they get. But since it's a weed program, let's get to this weed business. So part of this reading is this from the Book of Jasher, and get you down here with me. Alright. Get you down here with me. And then the other one we read from part 2, the local universe. Alright, so we can piece this thing together about who's going to make it and who's not going to make it. Because the ones that were supposed to make it then, their spirit lives on today. Alright? The ones that made it then, their spirit lives on today. And because we are descendants of those same spirits that was once flesh, we don't have to ask them nothing. Why? Because the same spirit that gave them life is the same spirit that gave us life that is in us both. Why? Because the Most High never changed. So let's prove to folks that the Most High never changes. We're not going to sit here and beat the Masons fashion show up. We all know that these camps are built off of Masons. We all know that the Baptist was a Mason. We know that the Protestant was a Mason. We know America is built off of who? Masons. We know that the prophet Noble Drew Ali was who? A Mason. How we know? Because the Moorish Science Temple was big on what? Being Masons. Now, the oath of a Mason is to Nimrod, not to Yallah. So there goes all your religions in the trash right there. Alright, your fashion shows, your Passovers, your this, your that, your Ramadans, all that shit is going in the trash. I said it. Trash. Throw all that shit in trash. You either hate God, like the Voodoo Queen, and By Guy, like them two, then you fake. Tell them, Voodoo Queen, ain't no motherfucking God. You got voodoo. Tell them, By Guy, ain't no motherfucking God. You change your motherfucking sexual preference. That's the fuck you want to do. Ain't no God, cause you motherfucking God. And stand on that shit. ICIU camp, stand on that shit. If you're an Israelite, stand on that shit. you wrestle with God. Stand on it. Tell the world, like y'all been telling people, I am a black Hebrew Israelite. It's a bunch of other shit. Stand on it. Hold up. No, that's gonna be my closure. The change of names. This is good. That's what's gonna kill you right there. You Israelite cultist, you Israelite Jew, you Israelite black devil. Check it out. We're gonna read this for you. We're gonna read this for you. Where's my chair at? Look at my chair. This is getting ridiculous. We're still asking people, how come nobody is acknowledging that the first black man and black woman was atheist? So let's y'all see that I'm reading from some shit and not making this shit up. Get our lean on. Boom. Matter of fact, we can even touch the screen too. Let's see, look, okay, nah, okay, here we go. Turn it back. It's 4, 7. Go back. This is it. 4. All right. This one looking for, yeah. All right. And it's a touchscreen. I mean, you want a touchscreen. All right. The Book of Jasher. I'm gonna skim through some things before I get to chapter 4. I mean, chapter 5. Before I get to chapter 5. Methuselah, alright, named this guy Noah, saying the earth in his days at rest and free from corruption. Okay? This is what Noah's name means. So when I tell you my name is Hosea Omar, Salvation Speaks, Noah's name means there was no corruption at that time. See, this is what you understand when you get your new name. We're no longer Israel, you get your new name like Noah. There's no more corruption. Alright? Then you get your new name, not Messiah, because people anoint shit all the fucking time. So anybody could be a Messiah. This is the ignorance of the black man and the black woman when it comes to religions and spiritual wisdom. Anybody can be anointed. But anointed to the Most High, that's something different. Being anointed to be somebody's priest or that, that's something different. Hold that thought. Matter of fact, people anoint their pets. So is Ren Tin Tin, who had the first Oscars, the first nominee for an Oscar? Yeah, Ren Tin Tin the dog was the first nominee for an Oscar. Is that not an anointment? They even went so far as to stuff the nigga with some expensive cotton. They sort of kind of immortalize the dog. So let's see what the black devil has immortalized in this world. What did he immortalize? Huh? Let's find out Who gave these names to these people? El this and Bay that. Yashirapa Jamahamaka. And all this other funny shit. Let's see who's responsible for the shit back then, for the same shit today. And what I'm gonna do is just underline some power shit, right? Like, name Noah. Oh, hold up. Name Noah, saying the earth was free from corruption. Alright. Manichim saying, this one shall come for us and our works and miserable toil in the earth, which God has cursed. Okay? God has cursed the earth. When you hear this name, Manichim, saying, this will shall come for us in our works. And miserable toil in the earth, which God has cursed. That remind me of this book here. Let's see if I can find it. Hope I got it. Let me see. Ah, here we go. What are we looking for? Let me see what I'm trying to look for. We get to a point here. Hold on. We're getting to a point. We're definitely getting to a point. Alright. We're cool with that. We're trying to get to this last page in the book of Malachi. Alright? Because this is going to be some powerful stuff. The last page of the book of Malachi. Okay, baby, get we? Oh, just in there too. Here we go. Now listen to this. Very, 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 very carefully. Listen to this very, 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 very carefully. You can see it on the screen. Alright? You see it on the screen. Behold, the day come that shall burn as an oven. Where's that video at? Help you out here. For Twitter folks, we have here is a reading concerning being proud, especially when it is the word of the Most High. All right, it's not. We're not talking about nobody in particular. What we're talking about is a prophecy that everybody seems to not think, not get. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. So Israel, you niggas is burning unless you get a new name. And all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up. Shall burn. Woo. Burn. What's going on here? Burn. Oh shit, something going on. Shall burn them up. See, now this is clowning me now. Here we go. Shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay. Who is he talking about before the New Testament? This is the last page before your New Testament. Here's a little bit of this. This is the new, shit. You know what? Fuck it. Guess it doesn't need to be more attention. I got that. Someone else is on the case. Passover Fashion Show 2022 and 2021. So we see that. Something wrong with my jack here. I know what's going on. I get 3 things open. I got too many windows open. I'm gonna close. Alright, there go 1 close. Alright, let me see. Okay, we good. Okay, we good. We good. Let's get back to this.